Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to this session, and we are continuing with our Java placement series. And I hope we both are on same pace. I am uploading every day, and I hope you are also learning every day. There was just one day that was skipped due to electricity. Otherwise, we are uploading almost every day, and it's a very important session today because we are getting started with loops, and loops are actually important because I have seen getting it used in a lot of places. Even I have seen it getting used in front end and all. So yeah, and concept of loops is like global. It's there in every language. It's there out of coding world as well. So yeah. So what we're getting started with? We're getting started with loops. Okay, so let us just quote an example first. So you remember our teacher used to punish us by saying, like, you have done this mistake. Now uh, you have to write this thing like 20 times, 30 times in your notebook. So we used to say, I'm sorry, I won't do this again. 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 Just for a matter of fact, my father used to make me do this when I was very small, and whatever, if I used to make a mistake, I had to apologize, writing it 100 times in my notebook. And yeah, so now we are in a coding world. Why will we write the same line again and again? No, we should not, because coding is here to solve a problem is I'm writing this multiple times. Maybe for childhood, the objective was different, but we can always automate this. Anything which is getting repeated is made to be automated. That's why the industrial revolution came, because every manual work was getting replaced by industries, was getting replaced by machineries. Like machine was able to put caps on toothpaste tube. That is also that was also loop, isn't it? What we were doing, we were just taking in a cap, putting it, um, turning it. So that was a loop. So how about automating this? That can be automated via machines, isn't it? So yeah, that was one of the example I relate the most. So here in computers, we don't have to write this, or we can. Let us see. So I'll just open the p repo, and so we have 004 lecture complete. We are at 005 lecture, and we will go 005. There is nothing. We'll create Dutch loops Java, and I should just do we have loop.java? Yeah, we do. So let us just do the initial thing first. I always say bear me up with the syntax. So class loop, and we can do public static void main, and we can do string a, and we can do system.out.println hello, this is our lecture, and we have to end that statement as well. And yeah, this should work. We'll compile the code, java c loop.java, and we can run the code, java loop. Okay, yeah, this is working. So let's suppose my father has given me a punishment. So he said, I am sorry, and he asked me to write it like 100 times. What I can do, I can just copy and paste. Okay, the indentation got a choked up a little, but it doesn't matter because we use semicolon here. In Python, indentation matter, but as long as I am putting this should work. We'll compile it, and then we will run it. Okay, so it is printing I am sorry, but being a smart human, we are the smartest human, isn't it? So what I can do, I can just use up a loop. What's a loop? If I want to repeat something, I use a loop, and there are three type of loops. So okay, so loops are of three type. We have to zoom it a little. Okay, this loop is of three types, generally three types. in a lot of languages like in JavaScript you will get a lot of other type of loops. So for now just imagine loops are of three types. There is a for loop, there is a while loop, there is a do while loop. Okay, there is something known as enhanced loop, but we won't talk about that in this lecture. We'll cover it after we complete the arrays and oops. Then we will see about an enhanced loop. So yeah, so what's a for loop, what's the difference between while loop and do while loop? Okay, so let us get started. So I want this statement to repeat again and again, and I don't want to type it again. What I can do, I can initialize a variable int I equal to 1. What I can do a while my number is less than equal to 100. I just open the scope and I can put this here, and I have to increment it, or okay, I have to increment it. Also we have to put a condition in these brackets. It can be anything. I can just type a true. That's it. It accepts a boolean value, isn't it? So I have done this. Let us just compile and let us just run. If you see, this keeps on going on. If I go up, I can see. Can you see just? Okay, there can be some memory crashes. I'll close this. How to close this? In mine, I do Control C and it gets closed. So I have to add up a condition. The condition I added was less than equal to 100. Or let us do one thing, less than equal to 100. Or let us do one thing. We just add an I. So it's gonna concatenate. So, okay, the plus can do arithmetic and it can concatenate as well. So I compile it and then I ran it. Can you see this is working and working and working? Now why it doesn't stop, you have to see. Okay, so I have done 1 is less than equal to 2 and 1 is less than equal to is a true statement indeed. I have to do I here. So I'll compile it again and I'll run it. If you can see, this has repeated like 100 times. It started from here, this has repeated. I can just type a space here. I'll just clear this so that we come on top, and we have to compile and then run. I'll do this again. Java C and Java loop. So we ran this, we got this here, and from 1 to 100 we got this printed. So that is how the loop works. If I want to repeat it, I can do this in this way. Okay, the recording is working perfect. Now what I want is, I want maybe I want to print for every I am sorry, I want to print 3 times okay. For every I am sorry, I want okay to be 3 times. What I can do, I can introduce something like nested loop. I can run up a while here as well, and I can do J because I is working. And you might be thinking why I used I, why I did not use num. We were using num, we were using a, we were using num1 for a lot of cases. Why I used I? So it's a dev annotation, because can you see just how iterations are going? Like this was the iteration 1, this was the iteration 2. So from that iteration I picked up the first word I. That's how it works. So for I wanted to take another variable, so for iteration I took, and I wanted to continue, I took J, then I'll take K. That's how things will work. We hardly goes till K, and we do not use LM and all, because that's not that use case do not come in journal. And if it is coming, then we are writing some bad code. If we have a prod code that is including 5 loops inside each other, so no, there is a problem. There is really a big problem in the code. There should be a more optimized way. Yeah, so what I'll do, I'll introduce J. So let us introduce J here, int J, or we introduce the J here only, while J equal to 1. And okay, so these are the random examples that comes in my mind. I do not prepare for these examples. j less than equal to 2, do it's okay. So the story coming here is I did a mistake, and I wrote I am sorry 100 times, and now I am punishing my father. I say for every I am sorry you're gonna write it's okay 3 times. I hope you understand this. And okay, this worked, and we came here. Yeah, so this should work. Let us see. We'll compile the code. It says there is a bracket problem. We expected something with this. Okay, so this is not while, this is end. We compile code, and then let us run the code. So if you can see, for every I am sorry, there is a it's okay. So my father punished me, I punished him again. I said, but and he was also smart. He also used loops. If you can see, these are known as nested loop. This is a nested loop. The inner loop is a nested loop. Okay, so that is how it worked. For every I am sorry, there is an it's okay. That is how the loops work. Now I want, there is a use case now. The use case is probably you are reading a file. No, let's not read a file. Let me send you a WhatsApp message. I sent you a WhatsApp message. Yogesh is sending a WhatsApp message. Okay, so there is a WhatsApp message by Yogesh. I sent it, and it did not send to you in server. So I want you to like send you again. It did not reach. I sent it again. Okay, so for the first time I sent you, and then there is a condition. So I want my thing to run, and then the condition should come. So that's where we use a do while loop. We are done with this. It's a very beautiful loop, and then we are done with this. Now we are doing this. So I want something, the condition to run, and if it did not do something, and while, and then there is a condition. I want to send you a message, and if it fails, then send you again. And if it is true, if it doesn't fail, so then do not run it. That is where we use a do while loop. The syntax is also very easy. What you do, to take this. Okay, so let us just remove the inner loop, inner thing, and how we do it is system dot out dot println. It's I am in a loop, and I can do a I plus plus, and I'll just clear it. I'll do okay. Let us just have a shortcut now. Java loop dot java. It expects a colon. Okay, is there anything we are missing? No, we are not. Can do this again. It got printed 100 times. Easy peasy. Now the syntax of that is, you remove this, you put this here, and you do a do. So what it's gonna do, it's gonna execute, and then check this. It's gonna it won't make a difference right now. So okay, it won't make a difference. It won't make a difference because this is a condition. But what if my number was 1 lakh? It will run for the first time, and then it will check the condition. It did not, it won't. So I hope this is clear. And for a matter of fact, this never got used out there, and any time I have written a lot of production code, but this got never used. The mostly for loop is used, for some cases while is used, and do while I have not got a use case till now. Yeah, let us see recording is working or not. Yeah, recording is working. Now we got to know about there is something known as do while loop. Now this can be anything, and we'll talk about which loop to use when. Okay, so just for as a homework, you tell me a use case where do while will be used. Tell me in the comment section. I did read it sometimes do while is used probably in ATM machines. The last I remember, but okay. Now let us talk about for loops. This is a very beautiful loop. So how do we? It's a simple loop. So for loop, let us talk about the story of for loop first. So for loop is also used to give a statement. It takes three things. There is something. There is a colon. There is not a colon. There is this, and there is something again. There is this. There is something again, and we do this. There is a statement that's gonna get executed, and yeah. So what are these three things? So this is where you initialize your value. You will initialize your int I equal to 0 here. You put this, and there is a condition, and then there is a jumper or an iterator like I plus plus. That's gonna tell us how many jumps we have to take, and then we can do something like this. We'll just quickly see this in code. For int, okay, so this is easy. We can just do this, and if you can see it, this got printed 10 times. So we have this. This is an initializer from where the value will be initialized. Did you see the value got initialized from 0? So I want to print 10 as well. Okay, so value got initialized. There is a condition. We got this, and we got this. This got printed till 9 because there was a less than condition. Yeah, I want to print 10 as well. I can do a less than equal to. You know how many values got printed? These are 11 values because it includes a 0 as well. I want to start with 1. I can do a 1 here. It started with 1. This is easy, and I can use for loop, for nested loop as well. I can do a for here as well, and let us see what it will give. It will give us square. Okay, so it won't give us square. This would have given us square. We are not talking about star pattern. We will do that in TSA. This gives us a square. These are nested loop. Okay, so this is easy. This is really easy. I want to tell you a very beautiful thing as well. What I can do, I can take the initialization outside, and I can do the iteration like the jumping here. Will this work? Okay, so we have to put this. Just clear. Will this work? Yeah, this works. As long as there are 2 semicolons, this will work. It looks like a while loop only, isn't it? Yeah, I can like play with this. Yeah, so that is all about for loop, and you can play around with this a lot. For loop is really important, and it's a very beautiful concept. Loops are a very beautiful concept when we talk about coding. Now there is a question that arises when I was learning this. The question that arises in my mind was when to use what. So when to use a for loop. So we are talking about loops. When to use a for loop and when to use a while loop. Okay, when to you do this? So just to let you know, if we have a condition, generally we do this. Maybe I want to read a file. So I want to read a file until the number I am reading the file. Like what do I mean by I am reading a file? It is print every character of the file. Now printing every character of the file means as long as there is a character that exists in the file, print everything or maybe read it. So there is a condition like until unless I have not read the whole file or there is no character that exists, then read the whole file. That's a condition. If there is a condition, in general use a while loop. And if I know the number of iteration, because I exactly specify start from here, end it at here, jump these many times, then I use a for loop. So if we know the number of iteration, we use a for loop. And if I know there is a condition that's going to exist and maybe I don't know the number of iteration, I generally use a while loop. Okay, so this is not generally taught because I don't know, but yeah, I hope this much is clear. We learned about loops. We learned about for loop, while loop, do while loop. How what is the syntax of do while loop? Okay, so this is not the syntax. This is do, and then there is going to be a while, and then there is going to be a statement here. That is how. Okay, so we have written the syntax. So do, there is a bracket that opens. What these bracket are known as, in general, not I'm not just talking about loops. I'm talking about functions. Maybe I'm talking about conditional statements, if else and all. This is known as scope. Scope of this scope defines is defined by by brackets. Okay, so we learned about for loop. We saw the syntax. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, this is clear. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add up a while loop as well here. Okay, I'll do a int j equal to 10. J is, let us do j1. This is less than equal to 10. I'll do j plus plus. There's a while loop, and let us have a do while loop as well. Int k equal to, okay, box. So you have the theory here. This is easy, and if you have any sort of doubt, you can hit me up. What we will do, we'll go to our GitHub. Is the recording working? Yeah, recording is working. And we will make a repository. No, we won't make the repository. We have the repository already. This is our repository. Okay. And let us do a git add dot. No, we did wrong because it commit -m. We learned about loops. Git push. Okay, we will take the session at separate section on GitHub as well. Okay, this is here. You can see this. You can just go to Google, type Yogesh, or you can just, my username is Yogesh Vyas, or if I do Yogesh Vashisht, you'll find my GitHub. If you'll scroll up a little, you'll find my GitHub here. Yeah, and you can go to the, I guess, yeah, you can go to this. I don't know why I made this public, but okay. You can go to this. Yeah, that's all for the statement. That's all for the session, homies, and I hope you like this session. If you have any sort of doubt, hit me up in the comment section. We will pace up fast and fast and fast. We'll get 2-3 lectures from tomorrow. And is there anything you can, if there is anything, you can hit me up in the comment section, and we will be increasing our pace. And if you want to discuss anything, do let me know. I'll make a Discord as well. And yeah, that's all for the session. I'll catch you in the next session. Thank you, everyone.